Hey guys, today is day 153 of the challenge. I'm really tired, so I'm going to keep this short. But anyway, I was able to end the day on a super good note. So, in the life insurance industry, sometimes it can be a bit difficult getting people approved because insurance companies, of course, are measuring risk. And so, when something recent within someone's medical history comes up, they usually get a little bit scared, wanting to make sure that they see some follow-ups first before issuing out any policies. So a client of mine, he's been a client of mine for 6 or 7 years. He's one of my business clients, and he reached out to me actually last year wanting to get a new policy. Long story short, again, I'm not going to keep this video long because I am really tired. But long story short, he wasn't able to get his policy last year due to some medical conditions. So the insurance company postponed him for a year. So then I think I can't remember if that was last month or at the beginning of November. We submitted a new application so that way we can get him approved. And this time there was new changes with regards to his health background. So this time, what essentially happened is his doctors found something on one of his lungs. It was a small nodule measuring at 6 millimeters. They ended up doing another scan, checking on it like 6 months later or so, and it had grown to 6.6 millimeters. Well, from an insurance company's perspective, that's a little bit alarming. They wanted to see more history before they can issue out a policy. So originally they told us, hey, we're gonna have to hold this off for another 6 months and have him do another scan in 6 months, and then we can make a determination. So the customer or my client, he ended up going back to his doctors, getting another scan done, and in that scan, it showed that his measurements went back down to 6 millimeters. So originally it was 6 millimeters, then it went to 6.6 millimeters, and now it's showing it's back at 6. So he asked the nurse, how does that happen? The nurse ended up saying that it could have just been a small measurement error. And so he sent me over the documents from that doctor's visit. I sent that over to the insurance company. He did ask my advice, and I told him, I never want to get someone's hopes up. And actually, I did not actually think that the insurance company would even think twice about the fact that he had another CT scan done so early. So close to, I guess, his previous examination. Anyway, he ended up, I ended up sending that over to the insurance company. The insurance company actually analyzed it and determined that he was approved at the original price point that we anticipated, or that I anticipated him to be at based off of his medical conditions. And oh my gosh, when I got that email today, I was so excited, man. I was so excited because I'm like, man, now I have to. He was bummed, man. He really was. And so when I can't help a situation, it can be a little bit frustrating. Or, I feel sad for the client, of course. And so I felt really bad that I couldn't get him qualified with that company. And, I ran it through other companies. So the fact that they actually changed their initial ruling on his case was actually quite surprising. That kind of thing does not happen, not in this kind of particular scenario anyway. So I was really happy. I was so excited. I called him. He didn't answer, which I was kind of bummed about, but I sent him an email, and I'm sure that's going to be a great, I'm sure I'll be getting a phone call from him actually, but I'm sure it's going to be a great surprise for him to read his email and see that he was actually approved. So I know he's going to be super excited about that, and I'm happy for him. But anyway, one thing that I've learned from this, hey, you know what? It's good to fight. Put in the fight. If ever you get declined, challenge the insurance company if you can. And it also depends on the situation, but talk to your agent. We generally have, depending on the level of expertise, but we generally have little insights into insurance companies, especially when we've been working with them for a while. So anyway, guys, this is my journey to business and entrepreneurship. I will see you guys tomorrow.